Okay. Okay. So now that I've got it squared away here, worst case scenario, we might go to a different track. I don't know. I don't see how it could be that taxing. I think my problem is my computer with Windows 10 has too many things running in the background, so you are constantly getting overrun with memory problems.
Make sure you get everything like you want it.
And we're going to constantly see different ways for this front field to shape up, as we have Jordan Walker on the pole, believe it or not, over Matthew Fastnot, Atlee Weiss, Philip Leeds, James Robert, Ant Meeperson, Kellen Oakley, Jessica Hergeson, James King, and Maggie Reams. Our tail end of the field is Roland Heidfeld again. And there's the rest of your field. Looks like Chadwick is starting 19th.
Touch all your seatbelts. Touch.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
It's running at roughly 40 frames per second here. If I watch the chase cam, it'll run at about 55. Hopefully it works. We'll see. I am not holding out much faith right now. As long as the green flag drops, that's one step in the right direction. And we got green. Might very well just watch from the EA Sports chase cam for this race. Might be a little bit harder to follow, but I'm definitely going to have to talk louder because the cars are very loud. Oh, look at that. A crisp 60 frames per second. A crumply 30 frames per second at the tail of the field. So right now, David Bird is running dead last. Jordan Walker leads the first couple laps there, with Atlee Weiss running in second. likely to see a wreck towards the back here. There's been some pretty gnarly wrecks at Ontario with races I've run in the Cup Series. How in the world? How did he get all the way back here? So he started on the pole, well, in the top 5. And on lap 2, he fell all the way back to 17. Let's see how. That outside line, man, it's just a killer. Wow, everyone was going too wide on the inside of him, and wow. Kind of like Daytona, where you get stuck in the high lane and you just drop to the back. Now he's on the inside, and he's making up just about as many spots as he's lost. Okay, I'm going to try to turn it on to TV, and I hope it does not crash the race. I really hope it doesn't. I hate watching the race from the chase cam. Maggie Reams is taking the lead. Jordan Walker fell a little bit off the pace there. It looks like Weiss is coming in to take that position on Maggie. Oh, look at the debris fly off the car there. That was cool. I'm worried if a truck crashes that the race might crash too. That would suck. Ah, I fudge. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. My Chrome is taking up 421 megabytes of ungodly amount of... The hell's Chrome got to do with all that? I'm afraid any track right now is gonna kibosh. I gotta figure this out. What the hell? Wish you could put everything to sleep. Chrome is the culprit. That's almost certain. If I try to end that task, what happens? No. End task. End task. Play to... click this balloon to reload. That's all the extensions, really? That was Google Chrome. At least I'm still streaming, so it didn't kick me out of there. So, turn off my extensions then. Settings. Freaking extensions. Ba-bum-ba-bum. Chrome, what the hell? I can still stream if I turn Chrome off. I'll just make it difficult when I have to end the stream. Desktop window manager. What the hell are all these? I get this. I need this so that I can actually stream. Okay. uh, yeah, I have iRacing, but I haven't played it in a long time. I just killed Explorer. Thought that meant... Can I at least put the anti-malware to sleep? Can I just reopen Windows Explorer? Control Alt C Windows. Ha. Okay. No, 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 no. So I'm still streaming. We're good there. I wonder if I can. Ontario, we're gonna give one more shot. Let's see where my memory computer. I'm amazed we've made it 7 races and it's never done this to me. I was
Favors. Touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your
certainly
Hans.
afraid it was gonna happen
everything like you want.
sometime. Didn't know when. We got our answer.
Favors. Touch all your favors. Touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
Start those engines!
I guess the interesting thing about this perspective is we'll get to see all the associate sponsors that you often don't get to see. On the front row is Guido Piano and Tim Hansen, followed by Tristan Reams and Taden Berggren. Ben Dover and Jordan Walker, followed by Chaz Chadwick and Nathan Morgan. Then you got Philip Leeds and Atlee Weiss, followed by our newcomer of Austin Mullins and Al Bunch, Krista Cower, Matthew Fastnot, James Robert, Maggie Reams, Roland Heidfeld, Jessica Hergeson, Tim Cording, Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck. It looks like Taden Berggren and so our first caution comes out on lap 2, which is amazing. We've never had many wrecks in the series this year. Let's see. It looks like Fastnot hits the wall. Berggren gets collected. Minimal damage to everyone, it seems. I believe Fastnot and Berggren are probably going to be able to continue unscathed here. Tristan Reams currently holds the lead over Guido Piano, Ben Dover, Atlee Weiss, Austin Mullins. Then we got Chaz Chadwick, Krista Cower, Tim Hansen, Jordan Walker, and Nathan Morgan. Looks like Chaz is going to stay out, perhaps. Roland Heidfeld, Jack Davis, and just about everyone else is coming down pit road. It's early enough that this pit stop ain't gonna do him much favors. Fresh rubber and a full tank of gas never hurt. So our top 5 will be on the resumption of the race: Chadwick, Heidfeld, Davis, Rodriguez, and it looks like Guido Piano might have beat Tristan out. We'll have to see what they score it as. It's all Chrome's fault. Looks like I'm getting about 60 frames per second, almost 80 to 90. Guido Piano is going to settle into the top 5 here, having made the most from the pit stop. Chadwick stayed out. Heidfeld, Davis, Rodriguez all stayed out at the front. Reams, who was leading, comes out 6th after the pit stop. Bendover in 7th. Tim Hansen in 8th. Jordan Walker in 9th or 8th. And Nathan Morgan also in the top 10. So it's kind of crazy. We've actually got a caution early in the race. Let's see, where did that put? Did we lose? We didn't lose any drivers. Fastnot is going to restart in 34th. Berggren's going to restart in 33rd. And I'm almost certain that we're not done seeing wrecks and cautions, as this will probably breed more cautions to come. Our points leader's in the right place, as he was lucky he stayed out as everyone else around him pitted. The lights are out on the pace truck, so we're going to get back to racing next time by. Heidfeld, as previously mentioned many times, if he could pull off the upset victory tonight, Columbia would be his new sponsorship going forward for the rest of the season. Green's out, we got the restart. Looks like Jack Davis is going to peek on the inside here. Roland Heidfeld's a sitting duck on the outside. We got bashed into there. We got 3 wide for about 6th, 7th, and 8th place. Cooler heads prevail though as they all single file out in front of him. It does look like the wreck waiting to happen here is Roland Heidfeld. Like Jack Davis is taking the lead up front here as he blows by Chaz Chadwick. Current leader is Jack Davis, the number 17. Luis Rodriguez sitting solid in 2nd right now. Got Tristan Reams running on the inside of him. Chaz wants to get back in the mix here. Oh, and we got another wreck here, including David Bird, it looks like. So the race that was going to be the hardest race for us to finish, it looks like it's going to end up being a wreck fest now. Mullins gets into the outside. Oh, and Ladino and that was Walker that get 3 wide, and David Bird was just the unlucky recipient of it all. So Jack Davis is your current leader right now. The number 17 World of Tanks Ford. Second to him is Tristan Reams, Luis Rodriguez, Chaz Chadwick, Tim Hansen, Guido Piano, Ben Dover, Nathan Morgan, Jessica Hergeson, Krista Cower, Jordan Walker, Roland Heidfeld, Kellen Oakley, Zach Armstrong. Ant Meeperson has worked his way up to 15th so far. Maggie Reams, Atlee Weiss, Philip Leeds, Jack Ross, Gavin Legend running 20th, Tim Courting, Austin Mullins, we got Paulo Ladino. It looks like we got more pitters, more people pitting, and a lot of people still deciding to stay out up front here. So, previously involved in this last wreck, Paulo Ladino is going to stay out and gain the lead on lap 10, it looks like. And you got James King, who's going to be second in line. Looks like Tristan will come out third, Davis fourth. The rest of them I am going to have to watch for the ticker as they all come storming off pit road. Well, I have the pit frequency at a 1 by multiplier, but for whatever reason, the AI at certain tracks just like to pit every opportunity they get. I don't know if it's a strategy thing or what. If they were to go green flag without any cautions, it would be probably about 20 laps to 25 laps. Well, like Daytona. Yeah, probably about 20 laps here. So I don't know why they want to pit so frequently. So third is Reams, fourth is Davis, fifth is Rodriguez, sixth is Piano, seventh is Chadwick, eighth is Hansen, ninth is Morgan, 10th is Jessica Hergeson. Then you got Krista Cower, Maggie Reams, Zach Armstrong, Ben Dover, Jordan Walker, Kellen Oakley, Atlee Weiss, Philip Leeds, Ant Meeperson. Looks like he dropped about 4 spots in the pit stops there. Jack Ross, Gavin Legend, Tim Cording, Louis Trost, Austin Mullins, John Brinker, Braden Hunt, Brandon Petrolsky, Matthew Fastnot, William Kinsella Jr. Now, Tayden Bergeron's truck looks a little bit more tore up than I realized. Truck looks like it's seen a couple impacts. As well as James Robert. Then you got Roland Heidfeld, David Bird, Trevor Walker, and Al Bunch. That must have been that first caution we had that included Tayden Bergeron and who was the other one involved? I think it was Robert. Oh, and Fastnot. Fastnot didn't end up with much damage, but apparently Bergeron wound up with more damage than initially suspected. The lights are off on the pace truck. We still got 70 laps to go. This race is going to be a hard-fought battle. Apologies to everyone as I am running the camera in a less viewer-friendly format. I'm doing this in hopes of keeping it going. Pretty excited to have a race here at Ontario. As long as the game wants to cooperate, we're good. It's kind of neat looking at the bent spoiler on the two of those. Those are both, one's a Chevy, that one's a Dodge, or a Toyota, I think. Kind of neat seeing the different forms of damage to each individual truck. So Paulo Ladino earns himself the lead. And the green flag has waved. James King is going strong on the inside here. As you can see, some damage on Ladino's truck from his previous wreck. Looks like he's still going to hold strong in second here. But Jack Davis is going to have a good run on the inside. Guido Piano's gonna drive it in deep. Oh. Chaz Chadwick's driving like a madman. We got Tristan and Maggie. Zach Armstrong now peeking into the picture here. Looks like the gamble from Ladino is not going to pay off here as he's struggling to maintain the front of the field. But he still gets the lead lap point, which may go a good portion of the way. You never know. He's having a hard time finding an opening on the inside lane here. All in the meantime, James King's out front leading. Oh, and Ladino's having a pit now, it seems. Possibly for fresh tires. Getting off strategy can always help, and you never know if we might get another quick caution here. He could be back on the lead lap in no time. Jack Davis takes the lead. And Chadwick on the inside trying to sneak into it as well. We got Philip Leeds who just came out of the pits. This might be a bad combination here with the lap traffic on the inside. Seems that Chadwick's going to prevail regardless and takes the lead from Jack Davis. Jack Davis, though, has got a run, taking that draft off of him. He might end up using the number 66 here as a pick. Oh. First race for Davis here, looking very strong out of the gate. Fighting with the points leader for the front of the field here. Well, Chadwick got shuffled out to third here as James King got inside of him. That lap traffic has fresher tires, so it might not be an easy pass to make. Further back, we've got Nathan Morgan and Jessica Hergeson with a solid top 5 run going so far. They finally got by the lap traffic of Philip Leeds. Your top 3 as they run right now is Davis, King, and Chadwick. However, King's going to take the lead as we've got a solid 3-truck fight for the front field here. Philip Leeds is not going away. So unfortunately, Ladino is 1 lap down in 35th place. He's going to have to hope for green flag pit stops and a caution to likely get back into it. And definitely does not want to see a caution during this stretch here. He's going to want it to go all the way green until they get green flag pit stops. So right now, Davis has a bit of a buffer on the lead. Let's check the back of the field, the back runners. We got Al Bunch running about 33rd, I believe. James Robert, and you can hear that these trucks are definitely on the slower side with the damage that they've received. Ladino's got fresh tires, but no draft. David Bird with his damage running in 31st. Tayden Berggren is still running decently. He's within the draft here, so he could still make up some positions. You got Brandon Petrolsky right there in front of him. And then Jack Ross, Austin Mullins, John Brinker, Kinsella Jr., Trevor Walker, Krista Cower, Braden Hunt, Roland Heidfeld, Matthew Fastnot, even though he was in the wreck earlier, still got a good truck going. Tim Cording and Tim Hansen, Gavin Legend and Zach Armstrong. That looked like a violent shuffle right in the inside of Cording there. Fastnot didn't run into him, but it sure looked like he was coming at him. Might try to make it 3 wide. He thought better right there. Gavin Legend is running in 17th, but it looks like he fell back a bit with this little charge of trucks right here. Wow, everyone got shuffled around, but Gavin found his way onto the inside and is now charging back through them. Very hairy position that everyone's in, because this could potentially end up in a wreck. The lap traffic there of Al Bunch is what caused most of that shuffling there. A lot of these trucks look like they've been through a blender. Back up to P21 for Legend. Once the positions reshuffle, I think he'll be about 17th or 18th. So after a couple more laps there, it looks like he is slotted into 20th. And we got Tim Hansen, Kinsella, Trevor Walker, Roland Heidfeld, and Braden Hunt's worked his way into the top 15, it looks like. Courting up to 14th, which is pretty decent. All in the meanwhile, I don't even know what our leaders are doing. It's Chadwick. Wow, so Davis fell all the way back to 6th. Zach Armstrong, Louis Trost, and Guido Piano. Atlee Weiss. All of these guys are within range, striking distance of the leaders here. Atlee Weiss is getting one hell of a run on the front as they're 3 wide for the lead. Ant Meeperson is taking the lead over Chadwick and Reams. Where the hell did he come from? Even Bindover's got some damage on his truck, and he's still holding solid right now. Good run for Louis Trost in the top 10 here, as well as Zach Armstrong. Tim Courting has now cracked his way into the top 10, amazingly enough. It's the action at the front here that's going to be worth all the price of admission here. Ant Meeperson did not want to continue to run second place in the point standings. It's going to be a battle between him and Chadwick to see who could take the points lead back. That is a lap truck of Philip Leeds, but Tristan Reams is now on the inside, and he's going to take the lead from Meeperson. And they're still fighting tooth and nail for that lead position. James King here, cruising his way through. Most of the drivers up front in the top 5 are winners in the season already. You got Tristan Reams as well as Chadwick and Meeperson. James King has not won yet this year, nor has Bindover. We're having a long green flag run this time around. The caution is lifted at lap 10. We are currently 17 laps into this run. Green flag pit stops are imminent. Chadwick's worked his way back into second here. He's going to have to find a way around King for the lead. But Bindover wants to get into second here, having a pretty stellar performance. And only, I believe it's his 3rd race in the series. Zach Armstrong, you got Jack Davis showing back up to the party. Chadwick's in the outside lane and is suffering the consequences. Philip Leet still is playing spoiler up here in the front of the field. He just won't go away. And now we got our 2 points contenders running side by side here. With only 1 point separating them, the difference is a position on track. Ladino has gotten up 1 spot over Al Bunch, who's fallen to 35th 1 lap down. This will come into Ladino's favor if we do get green flag pit stops, and we'll likely get a caution too. And we've got a little bit of trouble here, some congestion down turn, I believe this is turn 3. Al Bunch is holding up the field something fierce right now. Now 2 laps down. I wish I could black flag him and get him off track. Does anyone know if you can do a black flag with the chat feature? Well, I'll be damned. We got Ben Dover leading his first laps in the series. Zach Armstrong, I don't know if he's led very many laps yet, but he's going to be contending for some lead laps here as well. Our top 3 has definitely changed up the whole picture, as we've got Armstrong, Dover, and Morgan now your top 3. James King has fallen back to 4th. And then we've got Lewis Trost in the top 5 for the first time today, having a stellar outing. Ben Dover maintains his lead there. And out of nowhere, Braden Hunt finds his way into the top 5. Ben Dover's losing the lead right now to Nathan Morgan. But this lead is going to be an ever-changing position, it seems. Huh, well that was worth a try. Well, we got a caution. Let's see, who is the caution this time? Oh, it is Roland Heidfeld with the wreck, it looks like. And it's a 2-truck wreck as we've got William Kinsella spinning Heidfeld out, running in 19th and 20th place. So more realistically, as always, we've got, looks like everyone on the lead lap pitting this time. Our lap down traffic stays out, and that'll likely mean that they'll be out in front to get their lap back or they'll come back around and pit on the next lap. It's like James King, Braden Hunt, Tim Cording, Louis Trost, and Nathan Morgan will be your top 5. And just like that, our lap track they're pitting this time round. James King is having a pretty good race this evening. The lights are out on the pace truck. We'll be going green next time by. Trucks are getting ready for the restart here. Tim Cording in third, Louis Trost in fourth, Nathan Morgan in fifth. You got Jessica Hergeson, Zach Armstrong, Gavin Legend, who's worked his way into eighth, Atlee Weiss in ninth, and Jordan Walker in 10th. So we're fixing to get a good restart here. Hopefully we can go caution free for a little bit longer than this last run. The number 08 is going to be a roadblock out on track, unfortunately. Philip Leeds will be hoping there's a caution really quick because he could get his lap back right here. Gavin Legend on the inside making it work. He's going to crack into the top 5 here. Cording takes the lead from James King and Louis Trost up to second. Cording's going to lead this lap, and Philip Leeds is in the right spot, as if he were to get a caution right now, he would be on the lead lap again. Gavin Legend's making up spot after spot as he's now into 4th place. Hergeson running 3rd. Trost is running 2nd, and it looks like he's running Cording down for the lead here. They come around turn 4. Looks like Louis Trost is going to hold serve in 2nd. Gavin Legend settled into 4th. Jordan Walker up to 5th. Zach Armstrong back to 6th. Weiss is fighting with Chadwick for 7th. Oh, and Weiss just got shuffled way outside and lost about 5 spots there. Ant Meeperson is hoping to crack back into the top 10 as he's running about 13th at the moment. Jack Davis is trying to find position on track to where he was earlier in the race. Tim Cording continues to lead over Louis Trost, but it looks like Gavin Legend has cracked his way into the 3rd position now. As we just passed halfway, we have 38 laps to go in this 80 lap feature. Top 3 still is Courting, Trost, and Legend. And then Hergeson and Jordan Walker. Yet again, another guy out front leading that's previously won a race this season. Tim Courting and taken home victory at the Knoxville Dirt Race earlier. Believe it or not, the ticker is the standalone original that came with the game. I don't remember if it's slightly altered though, because I had a 2011 AI, or would it be like HUD heads-up display modification that upgraded it to a 2011, and I think that's where the blue come from, because I've got everything in blue. I can try to look at all my RAR files to try and figure out which one it was. I probably still have it as a RAR file. Last time I tried to Google 2011 modification for NR 2003, I could not find anything at all. And in the midst of this, Gavin Legend is taking the lead on lap 45. Takes the lead from Tim Courting pretty dominantly. Jordan Walker has worked his way into third, which is solid, as he was 10th at one point. Ant Meeperson has worked his way into 10th. So we have a lot of fast trucks coming to the front here, as Jordan Walker is going to take the lead this time around. Legend was only able to lead one lap, as Jordan Walker will lead lap 46. But he's going to fight back on the outside here. Walker's definitely got the preferred line going into turn 1 here. Ferguson running into third now. It's a never-ending battle for the lead. Oh, he tried to peek inside Walker there, but didn't make it. But he's got more momentum. Philip leads this pack of hungry drivers. And he's still looking for that caution to give him his lap back. So Gavin Legend back to P1 on lap 47. This is how the rest of the race is going to go. We're in for a treat of a finish tonight. We've got, oh wow, that was paper thin between Trost and Armstrong for what should be 6th place on track, it looks like. 6th and 5th. Gavin Legend manages to lead another lap. We've got the number 08 of Al Bunch yet again. See if I can do this, if it'll let me. Damn. Well, I guess we just gotta deal with it. Yes, to answer your question, you do get a lead lap point. You also get a point, you get multiple points for leading the most laps. I was trying to black flag the 08 truck so that they'd pull off and not hold up the field, but it seems that it's not causing a wreck yet, so we're lucky. The biggest loser is going to be Philip Leeds, who was sitting in a position to get his lap back. Now he's been shuffled way outside and is going to have to fight again another opportunity later. Tim Cording leads now over Walker and Legend. Hayden Berggren's running 29th right now. David Bird's running 28th. Trevor Walker's running 27th. 3-truck pack here of Kinsella, Piano, and Brinker. Tim Hansen, Jack Davis, and Luis Rodriguez. Nathan Morgan hit the wall there. Matthew Fastnot's running 12th, which is solid. Ladino's going to still have to have some luck come his way to get back on the lead lap. We only have 29 laps to go here. Things are closing quickly. You got Weiss and Trost, Chadwick, Ferguson, Armstrong. Man, Gavin Legend's back out front leading again. He's going to try to contend for the lead most laps bonus on the race. Tim Cording is struggling to stay up front now as he's dropped backwards. New leader is Jordan Walker. Braden Hunt is showing some strength here late in the running. James Roberts is going to be the lap truck here that they come upon. Looks like our 3 leaders are going to get around him with no trouble. Ferguson's going to be able to pass. Louis Trost with a solid top 5 run going. Atlee Weiss up to 6th. Oh no. Oh, Kellen Oakley and Tim Cording get connected as Zach Armstrong was unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time. So 3 wide with the lap truck, we get, our points leader, Chadwick, got a lot of damage there. His truck looks bunched up. Chadwick and Armstrong get involved in a wreck mid-pack. started by Kellen Oakley. Going 3 wide with Tim Cording. It's likely gonna shake things up here a little bit as our leader is Jordan Walker, followed by Braden Hunt, Gavin Legend, Jessica Hergeson, Louis Trost. Then we've got Atlee Weiss along with Tim Cording, Kellen Oakley, Maggie Reams, and Ben Dover. Ant Meeperson is sitting in 11th. And then we've got the number 12 of... Boy, names. Austin Mullins. And then Tristan Reams, Jack Davis, and Matthew Fastnot. Shit's gonna get a little bit rearranged here. You did get to peep on that new paint scheme. You could see when I was shuffling my computer screen around, I had to close out GIMP, and I had the start for the Budweiser paint scheme. So it's the first one on the list of trucks that I'm going to make. I'm hoping within tonight and maybe tomorrow morning to get some of the trucks made, and then maybe have them ready by the race that we have. I want to say it's Armory Digital Superspeedway, which will be a first for me. I've never run that track before, so. So our top 3 after the pit stops is Jordan Walker, Braden Hunt, and Jessica Hergeson, followed by Gavin Legend in 4th, Louis Trost in 5th. Tim Cording worked his way up to 6th during the pit stops, and Atlee Weiss fell back to 7th. Maggie Reams is 8th, Ben Dover is 9th, and Kellen Oakley is 10th. 11th is Tristan Reams, 12th is Austin Mullins, 13th is Jack Davis, 14th is Luis Rodriguez. Then we got Matthew Fastnot in 15th, Tim Hansen, Jack Ross, James King, Guido Piano, Nathan Morgan, William Kinsella Jr., Ant Meeperson's all the way back to 22nd. Let's see, do we have any retirees after that last round? The number 18th, our points leader, had to retire, so Chaz Chadwick unfortunately wound up in that wreck, and he's out of the race, as well as the 79 of James Robert. Ant Meeperson is still alive, so he's most likely going to be the points leader leaving today. We gotta look at, so Armstrong's still going. But we gotta rewatch that last ordeal of his. I really want to put it on TV1, but I can always do that later. Looks like that car. Krista Cower had the best view of it, so let's see. Actually, the 18 truck, if you look out his right, that is such an unnatural way to wreck, but he managed to do it. As for changing the camera, I'm trying to keep it in chase cam because I'm worried. So we're gonna finish the race as is. Unfortunately, it's not a fun way to watch the race, but we only got 23 laps left in this event for tonight. We're gonna have a little bit of shakeup in the point standings for sure. Pace truck is in, and they go green. I'll have to post that wreck as a short on YouTube later tonight. I can save the replay and watch the replay without worries of it crashing, so. So Philip Leeds is going to try again to get his lap back here. As he's running up front, he's got a truck that's quick enough to stay up front. He just needs a caution to come out in his favor sometime while he's out in front of the leaders. Louis Trost is going to have a good finish tonight. Top 5 finishes are always a strong one. Yes, unlimited associate sponsors. No, there's no cap, no limit. So currently it's Jordan Walker over Braden Hunt, Gavin Legend over Louis Trost, and then we got Tim Cording to round out your top 5. Then Tristan Reams, Jack Davis, Kellen Oakley, and Atlee Weiss. And Austin Mullins has now cracked his way into the top 10 as he gets by Maggie Reams. Looks like Braden Hunt's going to the lead out front there. Doesn't look like Jordan Walker's going to be able to maintain that lead for very long. As they're racing side by side, this is going to drag Gavin Legend and Louis Trost in within them too. And we're going to have at least 5 trucks all up front here, 6 or 7, almost all in a blanket. You could throw a blanket over this front 7. Looks like Gavin Legend got shuffled outside there, made one wrong move and he's fallen back to 6th place. I'm hoping that we can continue to do the sponsor, though they'll be the same thing in the trucks as they are this year. And I don't know what I'll be doing for the Busch Lights or the Cup Series, as that'll be harder to do for them. But I'm thinking my truck series will kind of remain unchanged, and some of the drivers will end up with upgrades and will probably be, you know, dominating the truck series, but that'll only mean that they'll get worked up into the bigger leagues quicker than some of the others. So Louis Trost is taking the lead here. Leads his first lap in the series here at Ontario Superspeedway. Jack Davis has found his way back up front as they both get by Braden Hunt. We got Tim Cording with Tristan Reams. Reams is going to get inside and take that 4th position, with a little bit of drafting help here from Kellen Oakley. It's kind of neat looking at Tim Cording's truck and all the associate sponsors there. Filling in pretty nice with those associate sponsors. Got Skechers, YouTube, Intel, Garmin, Bose, and Amazon, along with Wrangler and Cintas on the back end there. Jack Davis takes the lead here on lap 63 as Louis Trost got shuffled out. James King's trying to find his way back to the front. Gavin Legends fighting 3 wide. Oh wow, we are getting a lot of back and forth going on right now. Tim Cording had a rough go of it as he's dropped outside the top 10. And Ant Meeperson has cracked his way into the top 10. In that last restart, he was sitting 22nd. Must have used some fresh tires or something to get this big of an advantage on everyone. Jack Davis is sitting out front quite a ways. Eventually the draft's going to catch up to him here as Atlee Weiss and Ben Dover are running 2nd and 3rd. Got 15 laps to go this time by. Louis Trost is getting his way back through the field here. Three wide there. We got the lap traffic of Philip Leeds. Gavin Legend is dropped far back in the pack. He's going to have to find his way on the inside lane here. Such a good showing there for Austin Mullins. He's got the power of Legend Motorsports under his hood and might end up with a top 10 at the evening. How so? What did I do? Oh. Don't jinx it, please. Oh no, we got a wreck here. Gavin Legend getting into a couple others. Such a shame. A good run for Gavin Legend turns to disaster here on lap 66. As he's running in 15th place, he was continuing to drop backwards when Luis Rodriguez runs into the side of him, pushing him into the wall. Looks like Tim Hansen was involved, as well as Tim Hansen comes back out. Does he cause any more? No, it doesn't look like it. Also involved was, looks like it's it, actually. Just the 3 trucks. Zach Armstrong still running out there, even though he was on his 2 wheels at one point. So this will likely give us a short dash to the finish. Usually I have to do this if the races are longer than an hour at the beginning. Because I don't want to miss any of it'll cut at the start of the race. That way I get all the race recorded regardless. Let's see if Legend continues on. You're not out of the race, you're still in it, so starting right behind, or at least you're right behind on track with the 48. Minimal damage, I would say. So Jack Davis, with only his first race, he's sitting out front leading over Atlee Weiss, Kellen Oakley, Louis Tross, and Maggie Reams at the moment. Ben Dover, Ant Meeperson, who's got that golden horseshoe still. Jordan Walker, Braden Hunt, and Matthew Fastnot has cracked his way into the top 10 this evening. Wouldn't you say that Nebraska is almost dead smack in the center of the United States? Not quite. Pretty close. Oh no, what's going wrong? Ant Meeperson has pulled on the inside of the track here. Mechanical failure for Ant Meeperson. He has tire damage. Is he going to be able to make it back to pit road? Most likely, yeah, just a flap. This could play into one of those situations, and if Ant Meeperson pulls it off, he could still get a top 10. And AAA is offering to sponsor a driver if they can suffer a mechanical failure, still manage to complete 90% of the laps, and finish top 10. So, and if there's anyone that could do it, if he pulls down on pit road, gets his tire fixed, comes back out, and gets a top 10, then we'll be talking about him potentially being able to drop the Pepsi sponsorship to pick up the AAA insurance sponsorship, which will grant him $75,000 a race compared to the $20,000 per race that he's getting with the Pepsi. So this kind of got interesting here. Shout out to our driver in the Bush Light series. Adam Starr commented about making a sponsorship like that, where AAA would sponsor a driver that has a mechanical failure during the race and still comes back for a top 10. So we're gonna see here. I'm thinking it's just a flat tire. Hopefully it's not something that'll retire him. Nope, it's just a flat. So they're gonna get it fixed and they'll be back out there. He just has to come from 30th on track, which he's already done once. He came from 22nd into the top 10, so who's saying he can't do that again? I think we're going to keep our eyes here on Ant Meeperson for the next couple laps. We know that Jack Davis is the leader. We're going to have a 9-lap shootout here to finish the race. So Gavin Legend's still running, even though he wound up in the wreck. This is going to be one hell of a shootout to crown a winner tonight. It's just shy of 10 o'clock on the Pacific Northwest. And even later for the East Coast, it's going to be about 1 a.m. to the conclusion of this race. Coca-Cola Superspeedway is definitely a fun one. Looks like Taden Berggren is running 25th place. So yep, top 25 so far. Our leaders of the lead. Atlee Weiss takes the lead over Jack Davis as Kellen Oakley is charging on the inside too. Oh, Atlee Weiss hit the wall hard there. Out of the lead, having a huge fall now. Well, these trucks are going to be racing hard for the win here. Louis Trost wants a shot at redemption, trying to win. A lot of these trucks look like they've been through Bristol. Ant Meeperson's up to 29th. If he can make up 19 more spots, that would be a huge feat to accomplish. We've got drivers shuffling out here as they're making the turn. 3 wide in the center. Fastnot seems to be struggling here as he's dropping way back. current leader is Kellen Oakley over Jordan Walker and Louis Trost. Then we've got Maggie Reams and James King. Austin Mullins with a stellar first race of his career. Tristan Reams doing just as good as Tristan Reams always does. Jordan Walker takes the lead now as Kellen Oakley shuffled back to fourth here, it looks like. And Louis Trost is right there on Walker's tail. Ant Meeperson has just cracked into 24th place. Taden Berggren still maintaining a 25th right now, as everyone is the closest they've been for most of the race, it seems. Unfortunately, Gavin Legend's damage is proving to be more difficult on the aerodynamics of that truck. He's sitting in 28th place right now. Taden Berggren's got opportunities here. Oh, and we get an Ant Meeperson is wrecking. Taden's not very happy with that, as he's giving him a little what's what. Fortunately, it looked like it was comrades there of Paul Ladino and... Wow, so Tristan Reams, or no, that's the blue and white of Ant Meeperson. Oh, Kinsella hit hard there. So likely give us about a 3-lap shootout for the finale here. Ant Meeperson was just in the wrong place at the wrong time as that wreck came out. I think the hardest hit was right here when Paul Ladino gets run into by Kinsella. I was really hoping to see Ant Meeperson pull off a top 10, as it would have been quite an exciting finish for him. Still seems like he got minimal damage there. Oh, Taden Berggren retired from the race. Evidently something got struck that was a game ender for him. Looks like this will probably put him in about 31st place at the end of the race here. Might still be able to beat Al Bunch. I don't know where that'll shuffle out. Al Bunch might lose another lap, and we might see Taden with a 30th after all. We're in the midst of the race that just doesn't seem like it wants to end. I think we're going to get treated to a green-white checker style finish. At least 4 laps, I believe, will be running 4 laps to go. We got 4 laps on, but then we got the... Yeah, it'll probably be a green-white checker. It's a bad day to be in points contention, as our points contenders have had a rough race. anyone can still pull off a top 10, I would probably give my wagering money on Ant Meeperson to still find a way to do it. We're gonna go one more lap under caution here, so it'll be lights out on the truck on lap 78 and green flag on lap 79. As of right now, it's Jordan Walker with the lead over Kellen Oakley, James King, Maggie Reams. Lights are out, and we will be going green on lap 79. But after Maggie Reams, it's Louis Trost, Austin Mullins, Jack Davis, Tim Cording, surprisingly, Jack Ross, who's worked his way into the top 10. Don't know how he managed to pull that one off, but he has. Jessica Hergeson, Braden Hunt, Tristan Reams, Atlee Weiss, Ben Dover, and Brandon Petrolsky with likely one of his best races of the season so far. Nathan Morgan, Guido Piano, Trevor Walker, Tim Hansen, John Brinker, Matthew Fastnot, Krista Cower, Zach Armstrong, Ant Meeperson, Luis Rodriguez, David Bird, Gavin Legend, Roland Heidfeld, and Al Bunch is your last truck running. So I'm willing to bet your winner's probably going to come within the top 5 here. We might even see a surprise. You never know with Austin Mullins. He's got a pretty sturdy Chevy out of that Legend Motorsports stable. Pace truck is off, and we're all going to get one more lap of racing action here to determine the winner. 2 more to be exact. We get the green, we're going to go white and checkers, unless we get another wreck to end it. Kellen Oakley looks like he's trying to peek on the inside of the lead there on Jordan Walker. Yes, you got your second truck is that of Austin Mullins in the 12. And they bunched up right here as Jordan Walker is going to take the white flag. It's still anyone's game right here behind him, though. Since they race back to the green, race back to the flag, it's going to be a complete race. We'll get to see the winner race for it here. Maggie Reeves is peeking on the inside here. Probably not the right time to make the move. And Kellen Oakley is going to get the position here on Jordan Walker, it looks like. Jordan Walker is going to try to fight back on the outside as this is going to be all he has. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be a 3-wide finish at the finish line? Not quite, as Kellen Oakley takes home the victory. Second, Jordan Walker. Third, Maggie Reeves. Louis Trost coming home with a 4th. And Austin Mullins with a solid top 5 in his first race out. Jack Ross comes home in 6th. James King in 7th. Jack Davis coming home with an 8th. Braden Hunt coming home with a 9th. You got Tim Cording rounding out your top 10. And then Atlee Weiss with an 11th. Ben Dover in 12th. Tristan Reams did not get, it was Jessica Hergeson in 13th. Nathan Morgan with a 14th. Hansen with a 15th. Guido Piano with a 16th. Let's see, where did... Wow, Ant Meeperson come home in 28th. So both Ant Meeperson and Chaz Chadwick are only going to get 1 point. Our points leaders are still going to be separated by exactly 1 point at the end of the night. Kellen Oakley, believe it or not, has won a race back in the ILAC series this year. So that makes for likely his second win in the season, or second win across the ILAC and NSSR series of racing. We were treated to an extraordinary race this evening. A lot of shenanigans to start, and then a lot of shenanigans to finish it, too. And I just finished the race without it crashing, so we did not jinx it. Race number 7 is in the books. And I appreciate everyone with your continued support and patience, even on a race like tonight where everything just didn't seem to want to go the right way. Congrats again to Kellen Oakley,
Did you have any ignition problems?
bringing home a win for the number 5 Oakley Racing Ford. And I'm sure we're going to be killing Chrome every time I start up my game now. Yeah, it's maintaining 37% memory. So Chrome was really eating about 10 to 11% of that memory. Can I end stream from here? Yep, I should be able to end the stream right here. I do want to go back to YouTube though and end it from my YouTube. So yet again, everyone, thank you very kindly. We got another race tomorrow night. Hopefully we don't have any of these troubles. There's really no way to test fire any of that, so we had a great race tonight, and on to the next one. This is Jakester signing out.